Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Maths Club. Today our question is square root of 3 whole to the power square root of x minus square root of 2 whole to the power square root of y, that is equal to 17. So here we have to find the value of x and value of y. But remember that here x and y belongs to positive integer. So if it is and the value of x belongs to positive integer and y is also, so it means that x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. Now starting our solution here, that square root of 3, this square root, as we know that it is equal to 1 over 2, so we just put 3 to the power 1 over 2 whole to the power square root of x. I hope you have understand this step. Similarly, here we just write 2 to the power 1 over 2 whole to the power square root of y. Now it is equal to 17. So our next step is, as we know that by exponential law, if we have a to the power m whole to the power n, it is equal to a to the power m times n. So 3 to the power, here square root of x multiplied by 1, we get square root of x over 2. Similarly, here we have 2 to the power square root of y over 2, that is equal to 17. Now here let us suppose that this square root of x, this exponent over 2, it is equal to m, and square root of y over 2, it is equal to n. Now substituting this value of m and n here, so we just write that 3 to the power m minus 2 to the power n, that is equal to 17. Now if we write that 3 to the power m whole to the power 1, so there is no difference between these two steps. So 2 to the power n whole to the power 1, that is equal to 17. Here this one is actually, we can write this one that 1 over 2 times 2. So cancelling 2 with 2, we get the same result here. So 3 to the power m, this one can also be written as 1 over 2 times 2. Similarly, 2 to the power n whole to the power 1 over 2 times 2 is equal to 17. Now using the exponential law, then we get, here we just write 3 to the power m times 1 is m over 2 whole squared. Similarly, 2 to the power n over 2 whole squared, that is equal to 17. Now if we are going to suppose again that this m over 2 and n over 2, that let us suppose here this 3 to the power m over 2 is equal to a, and 2 to the power n over 2 is equal to b. Now substituting this value, then we get, here we have a and we square, so a squared minus b squared is equal to 17. And as we know that if we have x squared minus y squared, it is equal to x plus y times x minus y. So applying this formula here to our left hand side, then we get a plus b times a minus b. So here we have a plus b times a minus b, that is equal to 17. Now if we just factorize this 17, as we know that this 17 it is equal to, that 17 is equal to 17 times 1, and similarly 1 times 17. We have two factors of this 17, but we have given that here as greater than 0 and b is also greater than 0. So it means that here a plus b is greater than, this a plus b is greater than a minus b. So we just use this factor here in which first factor is greater and second factor is smaller. So in this case we see that here first factor is smaller and second factor is greater. We just rejected this factor here, so we have to just use this factor, which is first factor is greater, that is 17, and Second factor is 1, which is smaller. So here this a plus b is greater, it is equal to greater factor 17, and a minus b is smaller, it will be equal to smaller factor, which is 1. Now, so here we just write that a plus b times a minus b is equal to this one, that 17 times 1. So here a plus b is equal to 17 and a minus b is equal to 1. So if we add these two equations, then we get here adding these two equations. So cancelling plus b and minus b, we get 1a plus 1a is equal to 2a, that is equal to 17 plus 1 is 18. Now here the value of a will be dividing this 2 on both hand side. So we get a is equal to 2 nines, that is 18. So we get a is equal to 9 here. By putting this value of a in this equation, then we get a plus b is equal to 17, but a is here 9 plus b is equal to 17. So we have the value of b, it is equal to that 17 minus 9, we get here 8. So value of b is 8. Now if we are going to recall that here we have that 3 to the power m over 2, here we have 3 to the power m over 2 is equal to a, and 3 to the power n over 2 is equal to b. Now putting value of a and b here, then 3 to the power m over 2, the value of a is 9, here 3 to the power n over 2, value of b is 8. Sorry, here it is 2 to the power n over 2, as we have supposed that 3 to the power m over 2 is a, 2 to the power n over 2 is equal to b. So it is 2 to the power n over 2, which is equal to b. So here we have 2 to the power n over 2. Now 3 to the power m over 2 is equal to 9, can be written as 3 squared. Here 2 to the power n over 2, 8 is written as 2 cubed. So here bases are same, as we know that by exponential law, if bases are same, then powers will be equal. So here by cross multiplication, we get m is equal to 2 times 2 is 4. So value of m here we have 4, and here value of n 2 to the power n over 2. So here these bases are same, so n over 2 is equal to 3, n is equal to 3 times 2 is 6. So we have value of m and n. Now recalling our position, so here we are going to recall that, as we see that here we have square root of x over 2 is equal to m, square root of y over 2 is equal to n. So here we have square root of x over 2 is equal to m, and square root of y over 2 is equal to n. But we have the value of a, m and n. Here m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 6. Now square root of x over 2 is equal to m is 4. So we have square root of x, that multiplying 2 times 4 we get 8. Now square root of x is equal to 8 if we taking square on both sides. So we have cancelling square with square root, x is equal to 64. Here it is our final value of x. Similarly, if we solve this one, then we get square root of y over 2. So square root of y over 2 is equal to n is 6. Now square root of y is equal to 2 times 6 is 12. Here square root of y is equal to 12, taking square on both hand side. So cancelling square with square root, we have value of y is equal to 144. So here we have value of y, which is 144, and value of x is 64. Now we are going to verify our result here. that for verification, here our problem is square root of 3 whole to the power square root of x and minus square root of 2 whole to the power square root of y, that is equal to 17. Here putting the value of x and y, here x is 64 square root and minus square root of 2 whole to the power y is 144 square root. Is it equal to 17? Now here square root of 3, as we know that square root of 64 is equal to 8 and square root of 2 square root of 144 is equal to 12. Is it equal to 17? So here we have 3, value of this square root is 1 over 2 times 8 minus 2 to the power 1 over 2 times 12. Is it equal to 17? So 2 1 is 2, 2 4s are 8. Here 2 1 is 2, 2 6 are 12. So we have 3 to the power 4 minus 2 to the power 6. Is it equal to 17? Now 3 to the power 4 is equal to 81 and 2 to the power 6 is equal to 64. Is it equal to 17? So when we subtract 81, that is 64 from 81, then we get 17. So 17 is equal to 17. Hence we prove that our left hand side is equal to right hand side. So the value of x and y is true for this problem. So our final answer is x is equal to 64, y is equal to 144. Now we are going to check our entire solution here step by step. Here we have value of x and y. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. So our final answer is that here we have x is equal to 64 and y is equal to 144. It is our final answer. So that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.